Keeping up with our motto, let learning be a joy and teaching a pleasure. Here we are with remote learning and teaching process to bridge the gap. Happy learning to all students. Hi students, this is your Raju sir from Thakur Vidya Mandir High School and Junior College. Welcome you to the online teaching for the new academic year 2020 to 2021.
Students, we're going to revise the 10th standard chapter number 1, Historiography Development in the West.
This chapter is not only important for the 10th standard point of view, but even important for the 8th and 9th standard. So once again students, I welcome you to the explanation of the first chapter of 10th standard, part 1, Historiography Development in the West.
Let's start with the introduction. The empirical method of observation and experiments in laboratory is used to study natural and physical science. The method cannot be used to study history as we were not present in historical times to observe and experiment. Neither can we recreate the historical event. Objectives of writing history. First, to put the past events in chronological order and analyze. To verify the authenticity of the collected documents. To ascertain the truth. Need of an expert. We can prove the authenticity of historical sources with the help of experts in the following fields. First, an expert who knows the language and script of a historical document to read and understand its meaning. Second point, one who can identify, examine the authenticity, the period in which the writing and lettering style was prevalent. Third, one who can identify the type of paper used, manufacturing date, and the age in which it was used. Fourth, one who has knowledge of stamps. Fifth, historian who can scrutinize various historical references. Next, historical research method and stages of historiography. The first thing is collect historical sources and carry out its comparative analysis. Examine relevant reference of the available information. Understand references regarding time and space of the given historical events, and then critically examine various sources of history. And the last, to formulate hypothesis. Now let's try to understand the definition of historiography. Critical examination of historical resources and writing the historical narrative is known as historiography. Let us study the various disciplines used for the study of historiography. Archaeology. Now let us understand what is archaeology. Archaeology is whenever a very great event which has taken place in the past. For example, the Indus civilization. The Indus civilization was only discovered when the archaeologists went and excavated. Then they found the ancient city down there The second is archival science. Now, you might see your own school library. A lot of vast history which is archived or which is written in different books are there for us as a reference to see. Manuscriptology. A lot of ancient past events are actually written by the authors in a certain script and they have been preserved for us in the museums. Epigraphy. Epigraphy is the study of inscriptions, analysis of lettering style. Now, if we have to study a specific style, because every author has his own lettering style. So whenever we read certain books based on the past, every author has left his way or style of writing. So analysis of individual style of writings of different authors. Numismatics. Numismatic is the study of coins. Genealogy. Now genealogy we all know. We have a family and we know our own family. We know the generations which comes from our father, our grandfather. Then from our mothers, we come to know our mother's father and their own relatives. So genealogy is a study of lineage and family. There are tradition of historiography and there is an ancient tradition which we already seen in the different cave paintings, storytelling, singing songs and ballads, etc. But we need to understand how. The tradition of writing historical narrative, that is historiography, was not prevalent in the ancient societies of the world. However, that does not mean that they were not aware of the historical time or were not eager to know about it. Ancient people also felt the need of passing on the stories of the life and valor of the ancestors to the next generation. Ancient communities all over the world use various means like cave paintings, storytelling, singing songs, and ballads for this purpose. These traditional means are looked upon as the sources of history in the modern historiography. Modern historiography. There are four main characteristics of modern historiography. First, its method is based on scientific principle. It begins with the formation of relevant questions. Second, these questions are anthropocentric. Now, what is anthropocentric? It is a study about human being in the society. It means that these questions are about the deeds of the members of ancient human societies of a particular period. History does not suggest any interrelation between the divine and human deeds. Third, answers to these questions are supported by reliable evidence. Fourth, history presents a graph of mankind's journey with the help of past human deeds. It is said that the modern historiography, with above characteristics, has its roots in the ancient Greek historical writings. History is originally a Greek term. Herodotus, the Greek historian of the 5th century BCE, used it first for his book entitled The Histories.
So stay home, be relaxed, let go of all negativity, focus on something practical, creative, which brings the best in you. Smile, because each one of you can make a difference. Make every moment count. Hope and trust in God. After every dark night, there is a new morning, a new day, and a new beginning. I will be back with the part 2 of the same lesson. Thank you.